First opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Detroit Lions.
Maybe on that rapid pay the bills. Now I'm fit it, not even a little bit. Oh, Lord, know yourself, know your
2 weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
First down 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready? 60 Bison, 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. You talk about this Lions defense. They were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, the big difference in the game.
It was impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it? No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Here we go, set.
They'll try and throw for it here. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
At the 30-yard line.
feeling like a freak on a leash. Feeling like I have no release.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
18 Cardinals.
He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talked about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Ready? 70 Lions. 50, 50.
They'll look to throw here. This pass complete to Higgins. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. A nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has, and if he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I vote we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
19, Charger, 19, Cougar, 19.
They'll look to throw again. Swinging this out for Pollard. And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got the ball early and often. I had no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's caught inside the 20. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one goes for 30 yards. That's a catch of some significance. It's number 631 of his career, and why that's significant, it ties him with Hall of Famer Raymond Berry.
He was one of the most precise route runners at any position during his time in his career. So I think that we're seeing something very similar here. He may not have known Raymond Berry, but he goes about his business the same way. Understands how defenses are going to play, understands where the leverage is, and goes away from it to the tune of 631 catches.
Back to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete. And the Bengals are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road.
Cougar, 19. Chapler.
They'll run with Pollard. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time. 2nd and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
No.
White is not going to advance very far. He'll be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll go as no gain on the play, and now they're looking at a 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, and now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
They're able to hold him to 3 there, and that leads to a 4th and goal.
But we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go with the keeper. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
drive together.
Smash, smash.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play.
You talk about this Bengals defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him.
Ready, ready.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Ready.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down. Ramsey. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And I don't think he got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Down the left sideline. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. It certainly worked, but that was a gutsy call to go for it on 4th and short.
Yeah, not sure I would have made that call, but give them a ton of credit for deciding to go for it and not only doing it, but doing it.
And oh, it's blocked. That's a live ball scooped up by the offense. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Second and 9 now from the 21.
Six the Eagles, six the Eagles.
They're going to look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Ready, set.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, he finds Higgins. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a fourth down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it.
70, ready.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's good.
They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining. As we step aside here in this second quarter. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Chase. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 48-yard line.
Ready.
From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. And his throw here is incomplete.
My high school coach John Ford used to say all the time, if you're in a bad situation, laddie, don't compound it with a bad decision as well. And I think that's what we just saw there. Harassed in the pocket, and he throws into double coverage anyway.
He called you laddie?
He called me laddie, and that was the nicest thing he called me.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 36. Pretty good throw there by the rookie to move the chains. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Can I go with a quicker guy and sometimes you even get out quick there? Very difficult to match up with a slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to it.
He's had the hot hand.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
2nd and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Ready?
They'll look to throw. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball, possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
70, Timberwolf. Warrior 70.
Back to throw now on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series, because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Come on. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Lions, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats, go!
He'll look to throw. Drops this underneath for Pollard. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
70 Lions.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Lions are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. That pick hurts a little extra because it was 3rd down. You were already in field goal range.
You know what he's going to hear all night, all next week? Situational football. Understand what's going on, because you expressed it perfectly. 3 points were in their hip pocket. They had those. Now, those went by the wayside. You cannot make those kind of mistakes.
It's what you call a rookie mistake. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves it with 2 to go on 2nd down. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and a couple. First carry now for David Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Third and 2. Gibbs will try and pick it up. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Jack Fox out to punt here on 4th down. Deep to return is Kevontae Turpin. Let's take it inside his own 40. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
At their own 44-yard line.
Okay, break.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
And they do have terrific starting field position, but no timeouts to work with, so they'll need to operate quickly.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away.
A 3-yard pickup.
And that will bring up second down.
And 7.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger.
Chase the motion man right.
Ready?
Here's a 2nd and 7. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they're throwing it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Past the 60. Trap 60.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking deep downfield. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
At the 12-yard line.
19 Tiger.
And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break.
Second and 10.
Come on. Check. Cougar 19. Check. Panther 11. Hurt. Hey,
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
So the delay of game penalty moves it back 5. That makes it 2nd and 10.
70 Timberwolves. Hurt.
They'll drop to throw.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And they start things off with a carry by Gibbs here. And he'll be forced out of bounds on the other side of the field.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
2nd and 6.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
Riggs! Got any Lions? Let go!
They'll go again with Gibbs. That's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 129 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Let's go now. 19 Tiger. Ready.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Ready.
Gibbs on the toss left.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. That winds up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Now look at this, 4th and 12, and they're going to line up to go for it.
Get it. 18 Cardinal. Go street. Cup 19. Cup 19 tight. Go.
Operating from the gun, Ramsey. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he is going to have the Lions 1st down. And they convert in style right there. A big play on 4th and long.
I remember pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Touchdown, Detroit!
Jahmyr Gibbs
With his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter.
Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All of them kind of moving as one. And look at the end result. Big plays.
Going after, right down the middle. That'll make this a 6-point game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Drive about to get going.
And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same, and what they plan to do on offense. Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
11. 180.
A first throw for the backup Burrow. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down.
Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson.
Was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Here we go.
Now it's Burrow. And now a loose football. The ball comes out, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
A rough time for a turnover there to give it away on their first possession of this second half.
And what makes it worse, Brandon, is that they've already given away the lead in this quarter on the touchdown drive a minute ago. Now they run the risk of really falling behind unless their defense can bail them out a little bit. They'll be cheering for them hard from the sidelines.
And they can't bring him down. Touchdown, Detroit. David Montgomery, 30 yards. And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that CD, one heck of a run. He just refused to go down.
And that's where determination comes in, because he had at least a couple of guys had really good shots at him, but he just said, I don't think so. Speed, power, elusiveness, all on display right there. Look like you, partner, back in your salad days in Evansville.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now stands at 13. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Here we go. 180. It's hot.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a
And that's the
Bengals
kind of play this offense
first down.
needs to maybe kick them into gear a little
It's a
bit.
gain of 10.
They've been stuck in neutral much of the game.
First
Perhaps
down.
that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
One, ready? 11 empty. Got Wide 80.
And Burrow going to throw again. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And they'll work this down to the 30-yard line. Tackled there. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Wide 80. 11.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
On 1, ready?
From the 33, here's 2nd and 2.
Here we go.
They run straight ahead here with Pollard. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
And it's 3rd down.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the 4th quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they get into him before he can get started.
And he is going to have a Bengals first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
And a 2-score game, obviously. Every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here we go. 11 empty. Wide 80. Stop.
Burrow will throw. And he's going to be taken down. Back around the 35-yard line.
Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it.
It's 2nd down.
Y'all better pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. You better know my way. I'm also dangerous. Y'all talk outrageous.
On 2, ready?
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
11 coming. Wide 80. 11. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Bengals have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback. And they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Fourth quarter, you've got the lead. You have to stay in bounds and run that clock. Coaches, that'll drive them crazy.
Sacrifice a yard or two if you have to. Just go down, in bounds, keep that clock going. It's almost like he was caring more about his fantasy stats than it was about winning the game, and that has to drive a coach crazy.
Come on. Coach, ready.
2nd and 6. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Gibbs. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
The offense on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Now left, Viking 18.
That is caught. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. 51 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another 1st down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
Let's go.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Again, they'll go Brown with Montgomery. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Ready, go.
Off the bootleg. Ramsey. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now right out of the 2-minute break. We'll get the timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go.
Well, that time, it looked like he essentially just ran right into the pass rush.
Yeah, partner, I'm not much of an outdoorsman, but the fish jumped right into the net, didn't he? Because you've got to make sure that you're deep enough that you can get around the defensive end, have an angle there. But he couldn't do it because he actually cut that one off. Really nice play coming off the edge.
So that would CD going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow give the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
11.
Burrow. Pass complete to Higgins.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
Here comes 2nd down.
Here we go.
Throwing, Burrow. That's complete to Chase. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Two timeouts still remaining, but scoring quickly, a must. It's 1st and 10. Burrow.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45.
Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Here we go. 180. 11.
Here's Burrow.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on 1st down, hitting the tight end there. Now brings up a 2nd and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
Here we go. 180.
Now Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the Lions are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Well, a field goal is probably not going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here. Maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101. I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Got it. Ready?
The toss out right to Gibbs. he's loose again. How about this? He's to the 10.
And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
As our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top. You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments.